Uh, yeah. You want to sit down? You sit down, man. You come sit down. It's my son, Chet.
It's my ugly twin.
But yeah, I think I've seen it from day one how mature everyone is. I think from a day-to-day basis, how people take care of their bodies, how people prepare. You don't see that a lot from guys that are like 22, 23. And I think that's what makes us special. That, yeah, we're young, but I think we're a lot more mature than people know we are.
Chet, what clicked in the fourth quarter for you? That guy was, I think, from the 8, hit a big 3 and looked like they may be making a run, but you answered with one in the corner and you were on the offensive boards later. What kind of clicked for you?
I think I was just playing with more energy. I was out there stinking it up in the first half, and the game's not going to reward you for that. So I just feel like I turned up the intensity, played harder. I was able to find a little more gas in the tank, and then really exert that on the defensive end, and then that opened up stuff for not only myself but the rest of the team on offense.
Any more questions for Hart?
Yeah, just one last one. Joseph Pavone, clutch points. I was actually going to ask you about Chet in the front court, so you kind of helped me out there, Chet. But just overall at the front court, you guys just seemed to really bounce back in that second half. What went into that? What were some of the openings you saw from Minnesota, perhaps, or what was something that maybe perhaps was said at halftime to sort of get you guys going there?
I think we talked at halftime. We had to pick up the intensity. I mean, there was a couple times where we were going under the screen, not really putting the pressure up. And I think that we just want to come out, play more our game, be probably more assertive with our defense. And, I think it worked out really good.
Thanks, Hart.
Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, Isaiah.
Chet, what did you feel out there just in terms of the way that the defense kept you in it in that first half? And I think Dub ends up with 5 steals. You had some massive blocks, and just the way that you guys were able to use that power throughout the night.
Yeah, just understanding that there's 2 sides to the basketball game, and you really, if you want to win it on playing only one side, you got to play really good, and you don't want to bet on that, especially in the playoffs, especially against a good team with good players, good coaches on the other side. So, you really got to try and give yourself a chance on both ends, and when things aren't going on one end, you really got to hunker down on the other, and then trust that that's going to open up stuff for you on offense. So I feel like we did a good job of that in the first half, and then we were able to do even better in the second half.
You were the only of kind of the 3 main centers in this series, you, Hartenstein, and Gobert, who even played in the fourth. Did Game 1 tell you anything about kind of the landscape of this series for centers and how it might look?
No, I'd say every game is going to look completely different. That's just kind of how the game rolled. That's how both coaches saw the game going, and they played what they felt like was going to give them the best chance to win the game on both sides. And thankfully, we were able to come away with the win on that one.
Michael Martin, let's talk Thunder. Chet, you've talked a lot about this year about sort of Kenrich and his leadership in the locker room. Can you speak to him tonight of just being ready, and another guy like Jay Will, where they never know when their number is going to be called, but they're always ready?
Man, I watch K show up every single day and put the work in, regardless of situation or what's going on in the games. He shows up and he makes it happen. And I know from myself seeing it, when I see somebody doing that, I know that they're always going to be ready. I know the coaches look at it the same way, and that's why I don't think Mark has any hesitation calling his name when he feels like the occasion calls for it as well. And we saw it tonight. He came in and he was really a spark plug on both ends. Made some big plays, got some big stops right when he came in, and then hit a couple big shots too. It's nothing I don't expect from him. I watch how hard he works. I watch what he works on, and none of that is outside of his game.
One of the things that Shea mentioned tonight is that the team didn't panic. From the outside looking in, can you talk about what goes into that, or is it just second nature at this point?
I say a big part of it is having a really good player like Shea that can control the game at times, and then knowing where to be and how to play off of him at times. And then a lot of credit goes to him too for trusting and making the right plays in situations where the other team tries to take him out. And then it's on everybody else to be aggressive when he does make those right plays, and that led to a lot of good things for us tonight.
Yeah, Chet, Randall hurt you guys a lot in the first half, 20 points on great shooting. He only had 5 shots in the second half. What personnel, scheme, what changed in the second half?
I didn't hate the defense that we played in the first half. Good players are going to get some looks, make some good shots. But I feel like as a team, it wasn't just keying in on what he was doing in the second half. I feel like as a team everywhere, all around, we took it up a notch and played a lot better in the second half. And I don't remember the exact number you just gave, but I feel like that's a byproduct of that.
Andrew Schlecht with The Athletic. Chet, what did you guys see in the second half? You shot 62% from the field as a team. In the first half, 37% as a team. What changed?
I would just say the intensity. We really focused on just winning every single possession, winning a defensive possession, and then winning an offensive possession, and then doing it, going back and forth. And I feel like the energy, we had different guys throughout that whole stretch of the second half who made energy plays for us, and that was contagious, and it kind of led to the next guy making the next play. So, we got to keep that going.
Thank you, Chad. You got J-Dub next.